Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hey, I think you guys gonna like this one today. We got a good one today. With that said, let's get into it.
All this nonsense, homelessness, and all this other garbage y'all talk about, police violence and all this stuff, don't nobody care about that. Don't nobody real care about that. We care about our reparations. And we have to put white people on notice that we want our reparations. That our foreparents and us, we didn't work for free and underpaid and all this nonsense. And the white folks get away with it. And they talk about the great city they're building. No, we want our reparations. $3 million per person. $3 million per person right here in this city. That's the only thing black people got to care about. All this other little nonsense y'all talk about, we do not care about.
Did you hear him? Did you hear how self-centered and entitled he sound? Our ancestors and us that didn't work for free. Maybe your ancestors, but not you. You? How did you work for free, sir? And by the way, we got questions. How did you come up with this number? Do you see the debt that we in right now? 30 plus trillion? What do you think that's going to do to the dollar? That's going to finish cripple it. And how did you come up with this exact number? Not 3.5 million. That's right. You figured that out on your own. Reparations, your ancestors. What is stopping you right now? Yo, I just noticed that. Look at the lady face behind him. She looks annoyed. She looks annoyed just like me, and a lot of us too. Your ancestors, you know what they went through? Are you going through right now what they went through in their past? Are you going through that same thing? I still don't understand how come Black Wall Street was able to strive. We all know what happened to it. It was over a lie. Was able to strive though, without reparations. How were they able to do that? And we in 2023 and we talking about reparations. We got more opportunities and money floating around now than they ever had then. Reparation. What did all these black people did with their PPP loans that they got? I'll wait. They bought cars, jewelry, clothes. We saw them flashy all online. That's how a lot of them got caught. Come on, man. Stop with this, man. Go to work like the rest of us, man. Damn. I like how you said. Sorry, I had to pause it again. All this other nonsense and nothing else matters besides reparation. Did you guys listen to that? Listen to what he said. Nothing else matters besides the reparations. Nothing else. Not the black and black crime, not the poverty state. No. Nothing else matters besides the money. What are you going to do with the money? And what happens if the money runs out? You going to want more money? And more money? Is this ever going to end? Or is it going to be like a never-ending cycle?
Let's talk about Black Lives Matter. This is probably going to end up being an utter waste of my time having you on the show. What are your thoughts about
You
Black
don't know
Lives
that.
Matter?
You may learn something.
We'll see, preacher. What is it about Black Lives Matter that you disagree with fundamentally?
Black Lives Matter was founded by a bunch of fat, black, radical lesbians.
Okay.
And who
All
hate
right, have a good
God,
night. Get this clown off my show. I appreciate you.
who
Thank you for
hate
being-
God, who hate the
Thank you,
nuclear
sir.
family.
Yeah.
It's not.
I remember I reacted to that video. Now that it came along, I reacted to that video. I got it. And Rashid, I think that's his name. He's one of the. He's all the way left. He thinks BLM can do no wrong, and you should follow BLM no matter what. You're just supposed to support them without any questions, all because it's Black Lives Matter. Don't question it. Just support the movement.
It's not what I deserve. It's not what any of us deserve. So just be diligent when you see shit in the media
I remember reacting to this.
and you see shit that's being talked about. Please be diligent because they are purposefully doing this.
Remember, guys, they're purposely doing this, crying on those crocodile tears. I reacted to this video. It's sad. Where was y'all when all the crime was happening in the streets of Chicago, Baltimore, New York City? We need y'all out here. Nah, y'all only want to be out here when it's a police officer and a black person. Or you're only out here when it's a white person and a black person. That's the only time we see you all out here. Black and black crime, violence out of control, the youth in the streets running amok. Y'all nowhere to be found. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people fell for this shenanigans. They fell for this BS. I read right through it from the minute I had read what they were all about when they first I mean, when they make their whole website, that was in 2020. That's when the George Floyd situation happened. That's when I read all of that. And that's the part in my brain. I was like, but what's it got to do with us, though? What does this have to do with? This not a stance for black people. This sounds like it's all about us. Like her and her people. That's what it sounded like. There was nothing about supporting the black family. There was nothing about that. But you guys can see it right here on the screen. New BLM head Cicely Gay has filed for personal bankruptcy 3 times. And this right here this was 2022, June 1st. All right? And I notice a lot of people they don't want to hear it. And like I said, a lot of people comment on my videos. If you guys notice, go back on some of my videos when I talk about reparations in the title with Thomas Sowell. Right? They don't want to hear nothing. They just want the money. Nobody wants to work. That's the thing. Nobody wants to go work for the money. They just want the free money. You want to hand up. So you want to go and beg. Listen, I put this right. They always talk about the white man this. But you want to go beg the white man for money. Reparations. Beg. That's pretty much what you got to do. You got to go beg. And I talk about other cultures. Got reparation, the Jews, whatever. This is 2023, man. You 30 years old. What the hell you want reparations for? What have you been through? What have you been through that your ancestors been through? Like I said, people are going to blow that money. That's like what they did with the PPP loan. That's like what they did with the stimulus checks. They blew that money. They want people living good. Now that money's evaporated. That's why there's so much home invasions, robberies, carjackings. The money's gone. Let's say they give you reparations. Let's say if it's not the 3 million. Let's say they give you 1.5 million, right? What is your plan to do with the money? Is it just because you just want to buy stuff? Are you going to reinvest the money? Are you going to buy some land? Are you going to buy some properties? They had actually hired Cicely Gay to take care of all their finances. Someone that actually filed for bankruptcy in the past. That's what you hired to watch your money and your finances? You guys can see right there, Black Lives Matter is headed for insolvency after plunging $8.5 million into the red. But founder Patrisse Cullors' brother was still paid $1.6 million. I remember that. And she said she had paid him for her services. I guess, hey, you know how they do it. Some of them keep the money in the family, taking care of their peoples. But what about the victims of those families that had to go through all that pain and watching the loved ones, what had happened to them? They didn't get no money. From what I had heard and learned, they got $0. They didn't reinvest that money into the black community. No. They took all that money and ran. How you stand for Black Lives Matter, right? But you see the white people, this white man but you take that money and you move to a white neighborhood. How you didn't see, nobody saw that? Nobody figured that out? Wait a minute. How you talking about Black Lives Matter, but you over here in the white community? Come on. There's no way people are that dumb. There's just, no. If it was Black Lives Matter, if you really meant what you say that you stand for, you would be in the black community with your people. Come on. While sister of the board member earned $1.1 million for consulting. Do you guys even see this? So they're in the hole of pretty much almost $10 million. After how much money they raised? Like a lot of us already knew, this was just a money grab. This was just for their own. It was just money for their own agenda. They had their own agenda behind all of this. That's why when they bought all those mansions and people were commenting and saying, what's wrong with them buying these nice places to work out of? Like, who buys a mansions to work out of? What's wrong with like having a regular office? You need that many of them? And I heard they even got some even in foreign countries too. So you have no problem with them taking all your hard-earned money and spending it on themselves. And then you want to come now and beg for reparations. How does this make any sense? When you had a Black Lives Matter leaders got all that money and still didn't help their own people. But now you want the white man that you so-called say holds you down to come and give you millions. How come you didn't ask Black Lives Matter to help you guys out and give you guys a few $100,000? Do you see what this is going? How does this make any logical sense? You want to ask the white man, but you don't want to ask your own black sister, hey, how come you guys are looking out for us? So you take all your money, give it to the Black Lives Matter. Now you guys run out of money, and now you want to go and ask the white man for money. Isn't this backwards? You guys are working backwards. Hey, give me guys think about this in the comments. Like, you know what they say? What goes around comes around. They took all that money and they ran. They lived off of people's pain, misery, and poverty. Your own people. Like, you don't feel some type of way? And then you were crying, want us to feel bad for you?
It's not what I deserve. It's not what any of us deserve. So just be diligent. When you see shit in the media and you see shit that's being talked about, please be diligent. Because they are purpose.
No, we don't feel bad for you. You living the life. Private flights, nice cars, luxurious homes. You want us to feel bad for you? Hey, we all know this was coming to a crashing end eventually. Because you see the crime rate in the black community is out of control, and Black Lives Matter is still nowhere to be found. Give me guys think about this in the comments. Like I said, what goes around comes around. And we all know this is what's going to come to a crashing end eventually. And it did. I don't feel bad for them whatsoever. Because they were all in it for themselves. With that said, I'll see you guys next video. Peace out. You guys have a blessed day.